Species protection begins at Tesla Giga Berlin. Here is the latest news updates from Tesla Giga Berlin. A special work to protect species has begun in the vicinity of the Tesla Gigafactory 4. Some species are still hibernating, and as my friend Jurgen writes, it's time for the lizards to wake up. The new home is already prepared for them. Now, some of you may be wondering what species we're talking about. The Tesla has been given a forest near outside of Berlin in a small city called Grünheide, and the forest is a home for many species. That's what we're talking about. Hello everyone, this is Armen Harayan from torquenews.com. I'm about to tell you the latest news update from Tesla Giga Berlin, but before I start, please subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you don't miss my next Tesla story, which is coming up soon in the next hour. Please also like this video to show your appreciation of our local friends who bring this information to you from Grünheide near Berlin. As Tesla was harvesting the forest, it did a good job preparing new homes and dwelling places for the species living in the forest, especially bats and lizards in the nearby forests. This was a big environmental issue and Tesla handled it. In the pictures and videos that I have shared before, you probably have seen that there are few trees here and there that were not harvested, whereas the entire 90 hectares area was already harvested. Many people have probably wondered why are these trees left there? Well, it's because there are bats and lizards still hibernating there, and Tesla was waiting for them to wake up. But why they are still hibernating? Tesla decided to while they're still hibernating, Tesla decided to fence the area to protect them. Tobias Lind, who regularly sends Giga Berlin updates, yesterday wrote this, quote, he wrote it on his Twitter. The reptile fences are being installed right now at Giga Berlin. So if there are any lizards, they can't run on the construction site. Later, when it gets warmer, they will search for lizards on that area and move them to a new location, wrote Tobias on his Twitter. Tobias also shared these two pictures, which I'm sharing with you now. Please forgive me, I don't know which editing software to use, so I can talk and in the meanwhile share images or videos while I'm talking. If you know any where you can add a second track going while you're talking, please let me know in the comments. I would really appreciate that. So let's take a look at these two images that Tobias sent from Giga Berlin, where you will see some trees left and it's fenced for species protection. You just saw two images from the Tesla's Giga Berlin construction site, where the workers were fencing the area of several trees where there are lizards and other species still hibernating. The fence is there to protect them from running to the construction site and thus endangering themselves. When they waken up from hibernating, Tesla is expected to safely remove them and transfer them to the nearby forest, where a new dwelling place, a new home, has been prepared for them. To be honest, I'm actually surprised, maybe you too, to learn about lizards near Berlin, which is in the northern part of Germany and Europe in general. One would think you are more likely to see lizards in warmer climates, such as southern Europe, but not near Berlin. Tobias clarifies in the comments and tells that Tesla employees think there might be lizards. Not that there are, but there might be. They don't know for sure, but the area they are fencing is an area where lizards could potentially live. I'm wondering how big are these lizards. If any one of you lives in Germany or in Berlin or is familiar with the matter, would you please comment and let me know how big are these lizards, or if you have seen any lizards near the forests, in the forests near Berlin. So I think these are good steps that overall Tesla is taking and sending a good message that it cares for the environment and protects it. Electric cars are all about caring the environment, caring for our planet, and making our mobility and living and driving using more sustainable and renewable means. You know, electric vehicles drive sustainable future. That's the hope, that's the goal. Electric vehicles fight climate change by powering transportation with electricity, not fossil fuels. Driving an electric car can cut fossil fuel emissions in half, or get rid of the entire or get rid of it entirely when renewable energy sources are used. While I am on this topic, let me also add a few words about the environmental aspect of electric cars, since in this Tesla work today we're talking about caring for the environment, and the environment is not only the clean air but also the species and the animals that share this planet with us. Electric cars, they're also known battery electric cars, have several environmental benefits compared to conventional internal combustion engine cars. They have lower operating and maintenance costs. They produce little or no local air pollution. Electric cars reduce dependence on petroleum, on gas, and also have the potential to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. But this is very, very important. Electric motors are significantly more efficient than internal combustion engines, and therefore, even accounting for distribution losses, less energy is required to operate an electric car. Producing batteries for electric cars requires additional resources and energy, so they may have a larger environmental footprint when new. I'm going to say a few words later about producing battery and their environmental costs a little bit later. For example, the United Kingdom's government estimates 2/3 of car particulate pollutions in UK arises from tire, brake and road dust. Since electric cars are heavier on average, they could produce more of this type of pollution, tire, brake and road dust, than traditional vehicles. However, electric vehicles' use of regenerative braking, regen braking, means that fewer particles are emitted by traditional braking. Lastly, electric cars are mechanically much simpler and are predicted to have a longer useful life, which can be beneficial for the environment since fewer cars are needed overall. Now let me say a few words about the production of electric car batteries. We talked about the environmental benefit and that Tesla is working to care for the environment and so on in Giga Berlin. Making electric car batteries still comes with an environmental cost. It's not very environmentally friendly because of all the resources that are being used to produce the battery. For example, car companies, they can put more batteries, make the cars heavier, but put more batteries and give you more range. But it comes with an environmental cost of making these batteries. Therefore, the challenge right now is to come up with a battery, electric car battery, which can be more environmentally friendly when built, when manufactured. So we can have plenty of batteries put in our cars and replace them after a longer usage. And this comes with a environmentally friendly production. This is the challenge for electric car batteries. In the meantime, back to Tesla Giga Berlin, we have a very important date coming up, March 18th, 10 o'clock in the morning in the nearby city Erkner. City is not too far from Grünheide and Berlin. In the city hall, there will be a hearing of all the 361 objections that the locals and people in Germany have raised against Tesla Gigafactory 4. Some of these questions have to do with water, some have to do with electricity, some have to do water waste management, and all these things, and environmental issues. The city hall has been reserved for 2 days because they expect it take a lot of time. If everything goes well, and I assume most of them at least will be like, a question will be raised and then they will say, yes, sure, we will handle this, well, this is how we will fix it, this is how we will care for the water, this is how we will bring the water and energy. After all of this is fixed, the permit is expected to be given to Tesla, and Tesla will start the production, the building of the actual structure of the Gigafactory in Grünheide. So we're looking forward to these events and we will bring you coverage. Please keep watching our channel, subscribe to our channel, and like this video to show your appreciation of all the local people who work very hard to supplying us this information, and enable the bell notification, and I'll see you in our next Tesla story later today. Have a blessed day.